WhoSponsorKit.pro helps. Is this for you? If you have influence, if you're a creator, whether that's 500 loyal podcast listeners, an email list of 2,000 local business owners, or 1 million followers on TikTok, but you don't have sponsors funding your life, I have some tough love for you. You do not have an audience problem. You have a sponsorship system problem. Today, we're going to fix that. I'm Roger Wakefield, the Chief Revenue Officer of Sponsorships, and I'm going to break down exactly who SponsorKit.pro is built for and how creators, event hosts, and local businesses are using it to turn their influence into predictable monthly revenue. Okay, let's start with content creators. I'm talking to YouTubers, TikTokers, Instagram creators, podcasters, LinkedIn influencers. There's a massive lie circulating in your space. And it's that I need 100,000 followers before I can pitch brands. That's a myth. It is entirely false. Brands actually do not care about vanity metrics. A brand does not care if you have 1 million followers if none of those followers buy their product. What brands care about is alignment and return on investment. I started reaching out for sponsors when I had 10,000 subscribers. Just 10,000. Before I got to 40,000, we had signed a contract for just under $400,000. That was my first sponsorship deal. Now, since then, I've done $1 million contracts. I've done a lot of $35,000 shorts. You can make whatever kind of money you want to make, but it starts by getting started. A micro influencer with 1,000 highly targeted, deeply engaged followers who uses SponsorKit.pro to present a professional, data-backed pitch will make significantly more money than a disorganized, chaotic creator with 500,000 followers. Why? Because the micro influencer uses our system to prove the ROI. SponsorKit gives you the valuation tools and the custom pitch decks to show the brand exactly why your specific audience is worth their marketing dollars. You don't need a massive audience. You need a massive professionalism. Now, let's talk about speakers and event hosts. If you organize masterminds, if you host industry summits, or if you speak on stages, why are you paying for your own events? You are taking all of the financial risk to gather a highly targeted audience in one room while corporate brands sit back and reap the rewards of your hard work. SponsorKit.pro changes this dynamic entirely. Our platform allows event organizers to easily match with companies that are in alignment with their event. It creates your follow-ups with corporate sponsors. Imagine going from hoping you sell enough tickets to break even on the venue to having the entire stage, catering, and audio-visual equipment fully funded by corporate sponsors before you even sell your first ticket. This is what SponsorKit.pro does for speakers. You stop paying and you start profiting. But here's the group that nobody talks about. This group is leaving the most money on the table. Business owners. As a master plumber with over 40 years in the trades, I know local businesses. And I know that local businesses, plumbers, roofers, gym owners, real estate agencies, they have a massive untapped influence. You don't need millions of followers. You have actual customers. You have foot traffic. You have an email list full of homeowners that need stuff. You have local authority. Local authority is absolutely sponsorable. If you run a successful local service business, there are manufacturers, software companies, and local vendors who will gladly pay to sponsor your newsletter, your trucks, your customer events. SponsorKit helps local businesses package that attention and monetize brand partnerships that your competitors haven't even thought of yet. And for the creators who want to work in volumes, the SponsorKit Pro Plus tier, that's your ultimate weapon. It allows you to become a full-scale sponsorship engine, managing hundreds of pitches a month and building massive recurring revenue. Now, brands secretly love it when you pitch wrong. They love it when you send generic PDFs and have no backend system because it gives them all the power. It gives them the excuse to ignore you, or worse, to lowball you and treat you like a cheap billboard. They are preying on your lack of infrastructure. It is time to stop pitching like a creator and start positioning yourself like a media partner. To do that, you cannot be sending one-off emails from your Gmail account. You need to set something up. I've got Roger at Roger Wakefield's my email, but sponsors at Roger Wakefield is where I send everything from. Look professional. You need to look at the Pro or the Pro Plus level of SponsorKit.pro. When you step into the Pro tiers, you aren't just getting software, you're unlocking the deep analytics, the professional invoicing systems that big brands expect to see. You're taking the power back. Do not send another amateur pitch. Go to SponsorKit.pro right now. If you're just starting out, the rookie, the creator, they may be what's best for you. They may help you get your first sponsorship. They may help you get your first few sponsorships. At the end of the day, influence without a monetization system is just unpaid labor. The brands are making money off the attention you generated. Doesn't that make you mad? It absolutely should. For years, the system has relied on you doing the exhausting, grinding work of building the audience, while they swoop in and buy your attention for pennies on the dollar, simply because you didn't have the leverage to stop them. It's time to flip the script. If you influence anyone online, on a stage, or in your local community, SponsorKit.pro can be your unfair advantage. But here's the catch. Having influence is not enough. You need the capacity to capture its value. That's why our most successful users don't mess around with the basic tiers. There's nothing wrong with them if you're just starting out. But if you're successful and you're growing, these creators, they jump straight into SponsorKit.pro and Pro Plus. Why? Because Pro gives you the volume and the data tracking necessary to go from a hobbyist asking for a favor or free product to a media powerhouse offering a partnership. With the Pro level, you can pitch multiple sponsors a day, track the social metrics that brands demand, create the follow-up sequences that actually close more deals. Do not let another brand exploit your hard work. Click the link below to get SponsorKit.pro or Pro Plus and make them pay what you're actually worth. SponsorKit.pro. It's your turn to be on top.